Hi, guys.
What, am I supposed to look at it?
Yes. Oh my god. Are you really gonna creep in? Hi guys, so as you can see by the title of this video, Steve and I thought it would be a good opportunity for you guys to get to know us a little bit better. So far I've just been doing a lot of pregnancy updates and Steve hasn't really made an appearance yet. So there are a few questions that we found that we thought that we could answer. We're going to answer them together, so it's not really going to be a challenge or anything, but we just thought this would be a good opportunity for whoever is watching our videos to get to know us a little bit better. Okay, so this is Steve, if you didn't know. He was in one of my last two videos just for a short appearance. Say hi, Steve.
Yeah. Hi. Hi.
Okay. So, so the first question is, how did we meet? Okay. So, how Steve and I met was Steve's cousin Autumn, who was actually one of my best friends at the time. She still is one of my best friends. We went to cosmetology school together.
Autumn Snow.
And she thought it was a good, she thought that Steve and I would, I don't know, be good together. So she gave me Steve's number. I texted him and he texted me back.
We pretty much texted all night.
All night long. For like hours and hours and hours.
You randomly texted me at work. And we just texted all night.
All night. And I don't even think I even told him my name. I just said, hi, I'm Autumn's friend. And then we talked all night. And then the next day, because Autumn and I, like I said, were in cosmetology school. This is the part you don't want me to tell.
Oh wait, cosmetology school?
And then the next day, Autumn brought him in without even asking me. And I was so shy then. And he came in and I gave him a manicure. And that was the first day that we ever met. And then he wanted me to go to Subway for lunch with him. And I said,
Let's just get it straight. I did not come in for a manicure.
No, he didn't.
I came in to help you.
He came in to meet me. But it was manicure day, so I had to give him a manicure. There was really no other choice. It was awkward. The only thing he said the whole time was, so how do you like doing this? I said, it's good. I like it. And it was really awkward. I was not into Steve at all at first. It took a lot of...
Yeah, you wouldn't even go out to lunch with us that day.
I know.
Drove all the way out to your town to see you.
It was 45 minutes. That's not that big of a deal.
That's long enough for you to skip out on lunch.
I don't know. I went through a weird phase. And when we met, I was 18 and Steve was 20. Okay. So the next question is, do you remember our first date? Our real first date?
You mean when I just showed up at your house when you were supposedly getting your Christmas tree?
I really was getting my Christmas tree.
You're right, you were lying.
And Steve was really persistent and really wanted to hang out with me, so he was conveniently in my town at 10 o'clock in the morning and just happened to stop by. I thought I was lying about getting my Christmas tree.
No, because I texted you to hang out and you said, oh, I can't, I'm getting the Christmas tree with family today.
Yeah, and Steve came over and that Christmas tree was on my parents' roof on their car, so it was true. So anyway, do you remember what our real first date was? We went to the mall. We went to the mall.
We went Christmas shopping.
Yeah, and I helped you find what you wanted to get your mom for Christmas.
Yeah, we were Christmas shopping for my mom. What did we get her?
A robe.
A robe and some slippers.
That's all I remember. We walked around the mall for like an hour, 2 hours.
Yeah, for a while.
It was awkward, but he held my hand for the first time. Do you remember that?
Yep.
Okay. Who wears the pants in the relationship? Okay, really.
It's true. This man.
I'm cutting that out, babe. Do you remember when we kissed for the first time?
It was New Year's. Right when the ball dropped.
Yep. Steve and I met December...
Do you remember... Well, yeah. When did we meet?
We met December 11th. Be careful, I don't want the camera to drop. Steve and I met December 11th for the first time. And we pretty much agreed we weren't going to have our first kiss until the new year.
Well, we're going to try to save it for New Year's.
Yeah. And then he also asked me to be his
Little
girlfriend.
cliche.
Cliche, not cliche.
Cliche? Cliche? Do you remember what I asked you for our first kiss?
Do you trust me with your heart?
You said yeah. You said yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't forget now because I
like,
loved it because I thought that you were the cheesiest man alive. What's something annoying about me? Well, what's something annoying about each other?
Okay, one thing annoying about you is you pick on me too much. And you don't know when to stop.
See, you're making it sound like I can't leave that in there. You're making me.
What?
One thing that's annoying about Steve is that sometimes, what is something that we find annoying about each other? You can go first.
I don't find anything annoying about you, babe.
Something I find annoying
Actually, I really think what is annoying is when you pick on me just a little too much and you don't stop.
It's not picking.
You'll be like, babe. And it's funny and it's cute. Okay, now it's annoying. And now it just is like, get away from me.
Okay, that is true. I did. But it's really for my own entertainment. Sometimes Steve goes to bed really early and I stay up later because I'm bored. So I use that time to like make sure he's still awake. Or I check his ears.
So, yeah, I work all day.
I pull his hair sometimes. And he finds it really annoying, but it's just how I show my love.
You know, the first minute or so is cute and funny. And then it's not.
So something I find annoying about Steve is that
Right, I see I don't do anything.
he works too much. Which I understand
I
why.
do work a lot.
He's a very, very hard worker, but sometimes
Triplets. We do have triplets.
sometimes work is too
Coming.
much for Steve. What is one of the hardest parts about marriage?
I think the hardest part about marriage I don't know the hardest part about marriage. I mean, you just have to communicate to each other about everything. And sometimes that's a good thing because you might not know exactly what to do or how to do this with this situation, but communicate it with each other and you get through it.
Yeah. So kind of branching off on that, I would say the hardest part about marriage is finding a compromise all the time. Because that's what it's all about, is communication and compromising so that you can both come.
Yeah, so I could watch some football on that. Kim Kardashian.
Okay, one, I always let you watch football because you work so much that I think it's great when you get the chance to watch football. And two, I barely even watch them. What is one of the best parts about marriage? I'll go first. One of the best parts about marriage is...
Let's compromise and I'll go first.
Oh.
So one of the best things about marriage is that you always have that person there. Like you can count on them, like 100%. They're there.
My answer.
They're always there for you, no matter what.
I was gonna say the same thing. Is the best part about marriage is pretty much always having a best friend right by your side, someone to be silly with, someone to cry with. But since Steve already said that, I would say the best part about marriage is being able to build a life with somebody.
Yeah, it's your partner.
Mm-hmm. To find someone that you want to bring kids into the world with, that is one of the best parts about marriage.
Yeah, that's special.
Because it means that you've chosen the person that is going to raise your little minis. So the next question is, how do you feel about having triplets?
Wow. Having triplets is going to be crazy. And I think that might be the best part about it because you're not going to know what to expect, when to expect it, what's going to happen. We have no idea. Never had kids before, so we're just jumping in and it's going to be nuts. And I think that's what's going to keep it exciting.
I agree. Does it scare you that it's all girls?
It does scare me that it's all girls.
And did you want boys?
Yes.
He did want boys.
I
did want one boy.
I at least wanted one boy, somewhere in the mix. Somewhere, 1, 2, 3, but it's okay. 3 girls. They're going to be beautiful baby girls. 3 daddy's little girls.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't be happier.
And honestly, I think initially, if you asked Steve this when we found out 20 weeks ago that we were having triplets, I'm sure that both of our answer would have been different. However, now, sitting down thinking about it, I couldn't picture it any other way. Don't you agree? Could you imagine only having one baby now?
Yeah, after all this time with you being pregnant and it sinking in and kind of getting used to the idea, I don't know, I couldn't imagine just one.
Well, especially because we know them now.
Yeah, we're already attached.
Yeah. Okay, so the last question is, how has your life changed since I've gotten pregnant? How do you feel you have changed as a person in the last 25 weeks?
I think...
Do you think you have changed?
I don't think I've changed. I think I work a lot because I'm just so worried, and I just want everything to go as smooth as possible, and I want to be prepared for these babies, and I want you to be able to relax and not have to work and be stressed. So I just have kind of tried my best to take on that burden and just save as much money as we can before they get.
I'd say the same. I've changed just in the sense that I've had to, I'm the one physically going through this change, so I've been forced to change, and it's a good change, and I enjoy every minute of it, but I've changed for obvious reasons. So it's always interesting to find out where the guy is coming from and how his perspective has changed since he's finding out he's not just having one baby, he's bringing 3 babies to the world.
Yeah, when we're trying to have a baby, the thought of that responsibility was heavy, but when it becomes you're having 3 babies, that responsibility becomes much greater.
Which brings me to, now that we've answered the questions that we have, speaking of burden, I said in my last video I was going to do a 25-week pregnancy update, and not much has changed this week as far as like symptoms and how the babies are doing. They're obviously growing. We did have a brief doctor's appointment at the hospital where they just checked the heartbeats, and it was just a different doctor's appointment because they were seeing how I was doing versus how the babies were doing. So I don't really have any updates except for a few other things that I've been experiencing this week is how Steve mentioned like the responsibility. This week it has weighed the heaviest on me. I'm not really sure why, but I've been getting super emotional even thinking about bringing 3 babies into the world. And I think most of it is because the babies are going to be here in 9 to 10 weeks now. And yes, we have a baby shower just coming up in 3 days, but because I don't know really what we have yet, I feel so unprepared. So I think that's a lot of the reason why I feel this like heavy weight on my chest. Do you feel that way? Like,
here and there.
Just like unprepared because of that?
I don't feel unprepared. There's so much left to do for us to be ready, like with the nursery and buying this and buying that. But I think it's all gonna fall in place. I try to keep that level mind as much as I can.
So do I. One thing that my dad has always taught us is that everything always works out. My mom and my dad, like I've said in another video, have 6 kids, and Steve's mom has had 4 boys, and things aren't always perfect, but they have taught us that things always work out, and things may be bumpy and not perfect, like I said, but
you always live through it. No matter what, you'll get through.
No matter how much money you have, it doesn't matter. As long as those 3 babies are loved and Steve and I communicate. And here's Winnie. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this video. Like I said, our baby shower is in just a few days, and our moms will be here. So I do look forward to filming some of the baby shower, and then I plan on doing a much larger baby haul after the shower. And hopefully we'll be able to do a nursery tour. If you guys have any questions for Steve or I, you can just comment down below. And I put my Instagram down in the about area also, so if you want to follow my journey on Instagram, you can do that too.
Our journey. We're gonna have to get out the GoPro.
Yeah, and also our NICU tour is on Monday. So when we go there, I plan on asking the hospital if they're going to allow Steve to wear a GoPro. Just one strapped around his head, because I will be getting a C-section. Like I want to film.
Birth?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That'd be cool though, right?
That would be cool. I don't know if they'll allow it.
I don't know either, because it'll be like an actual operating room. So if anyone has ever had a C-section before and you were allowed to film it, or if you know that the doctors didn't allow it, comment down below, just because I'm curious to see what other people's experiences have been. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed getting to know me a little bit better and getting to finally know who the face behind Steve is.
And stay tuned. We're just going to keep making these videos probably for a long time. We just want basically to have this collection of videos for our kids to look back on one day. I think that's going to be something really special.
And for our family, because our entire family lives in New York, and we're We live
them
in
connected.
Florida, so I think it's a great way for our family and friends to watch our babies grow up and watch
But
Steve and I changes.
That'd be cool, right? At like graduation day or something in 18 years.
Do you think that we could do this for 18 years?
I don't know.
I'll just look like this.
Home videos. I think it'd be pretty cool. Put
I
up
do
on the
too.
TV.
It may be ambitious, but we do plan on continuing to do this. So I hope that you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.